Skill number 9, imitates actions, sounds, gestures, or words. This one is really important to me, especially the imitating actions, because I have a lot of kiddos, they're just not ready to imitate words. Either have the mechanics of the mouth yet, the control of the mouth to do it, or they're not ready, their confidence isn't there yet to try to start saying it. So I like to really build them up by imitating actions. So that can look like making a toy do something. I like to do stuff out of the ordinary with toys. That way I know they're copying me and they're not just playing with it the way it's supposed to be done. So like I'll pretend a puzzle piece will eat like the play food, and then I'll see if they'll do it too. Or I'll roll the ball down a pillow instead of, rolling it to them. I like to do things like that, imitating actions with toys, because if they're not imitating actions with toys, which is a very non-threatening activity, that's just through play. There's no demand placed on them. They've got to be willing to do that first before I can try to place that kind of a demand on them with a much harder task, which is to move your mouth and make it sound the way you want it to. It's a lot harder than I think that we realize. But that's why I think modeling actions and imitating actions is definitely the first thing that I would try out of that group. And then gestures too, so like a gesture like come here or blowing a kiss, those are fun ones. Peekaboos, those are really fun too. Those, again, it's a motor movement, so it's a lot easier to control than the mouth movement. So I would try doing that too. Skill number 10, using gestures like waving and pointing. This is important because it's the first, again, it's a motor movement, so it's going to be one of the first ways that they're going to communicate something to you before words are actually coming. So you want them to point when you say, what is it that you want? You want them to be able to point and show you, because at least they're using their body movement, at least they're using a gesture, and that's a socially accepted method of communication. We all point to each other or point to things that we want others to see or get for us. So when they're starting to point, that is, again, a really good sign that they're right there on the verge of starting to use words. And we want them to do that, again, get their need met in a way that's easier for them than words. And then waving, again, that's also really important because it's part of a social routine. It shows that they're engaged and they want to be a part of us, what we do in our social situations.